What is going on, my friends on YouTube? Crobat for the win here, bringing you an OU match versus DarkraiRocks494 on YouTube. I had this battle on my live stream, and I just kind of brought some random pokes. You know, a couple of fun ones to use, especially Gyarados, and I'll go into that later. Anyways, I am going to lead off with this Scizor. He leads with Latias. I thought maybe he'd have the Hidden Power Fire, so I decided to switch. But he goes for the Reflect and Light Screen, as basically I go into this Tentacruel here. I'm going to go for the Ice Beam to see how much damage that will do, but it does absolutely nothing, so yeah, that's life. Now I'm going to have to switch out. I'm going to go into Scizor, because I'm thinking he doesn't have the Hidden Power Fire at this point. I'm going to go for a Bullet Punch on the Staraptor and get a crit, and that kind of mattered. I mean, it wouldn't have been able to OHKO, but that still mattered quite a bit. He's going to go into Heatran, so I definitely have to switch now. I'm going to go into Tentacruel. He's going to go for a sub, which is really bad because, well, he's behind a sub now. And I only have a Scald, which is behind a Light Screen. That's not going to do a lot of damage. I'm hoping it breaks a sub, but it decides not to because Tentacruel is kind of weak. Unfortunately, he also has the Earth Power, and I could think this is probably like a definitely a defensive set for Heatran, so I'm not too scared of it offensively. But defensively, it's going to be a major annoyance. Now, I predicted another Earth Power, and he goes for a Roar, which is actually really smart. Like, this guy plays really well in this match. Now, I get roared into Ferrothorn. This time I'm going to go into Magikarp. Not really, it's Magikarp, but oh well. Then he's going to go for Lava Plume. I'm really hoping I don't get the burn, because, well, that's still going to kind of cripple this. But this is a mixed Gyarados, one that I've used before. It's kind of for fun and for the lulz, but who cares? I enjoy using fun Pokemon. Anyways, he's going to roar me out back into this Thunderous T as he switches into Latias, and I predicted that, so I just go for the Volt Switch. Nothing wrong with that, just stalling turns for those reflect and Light Screen. So I'm going to go into this Scizor again, hoping to KO with a U-turn, even if he goes for the Reflect. Unfortunately, it does not KO, and that's really, really bad. So if this thing were out of the way, this match would have been so much easier. I'm going to go into Thunderous again, and I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch, not looking to overpredict right now. Now, Chansey takes out like a champ. I'm going to go into Scizor, go for the big superpower, hoping that it does a lot of damage. And, of course, this guy is a champ, and goes for the gosh darn counter. What? I lose Scizor, and that really, really, really hurt me this match. Like, a lot, because I don't have any other very strong physical attackers like Scizor. My only other fighting attack is that, which I just used, Focus Blast on Landorus. That is really bad, and he's just going to keep wishing away. That's even worse. So he's going to get a Wish on Latias, and all its HP is back. Now he's going to go for a Light Screen, as I go for an Ice Beam with Gyarados, just to see how much damage that will do. It does absolutely nothing, but then again, it is also behind a Light Screen. What can you do? So he's going to go for a Draco. It doesn't KO, which was actually really surprising. I go for another Ice Beam because I'm like, oh, maybe I can get a Freeze. But no, that was fail. So I'm going to go into Thunderous T. Go for the Thunderbolt, because I actually predicted him to switch, which was really bad. But he goes for a Healing Wish, and that's honestly even worse. Because now he can bring his Chansey back, or anything he wants, back in at full health. So I'm completely being trolled right now. I mean, counter Chansey, Healing Wish Latias, I'm being trolled. So I'm just going to go and do this Tentacruel now as he sets up the Stealth Rocks. Really annoying, but I do have Rapid Spin, so that's not so bad. I am going to go for Toxic Spikes, however, first, because I really need a Toxic off on this thing. His whole team basically isn't affected by it, but if I could get Toxic or Poison on Chansey every time it switches in, that's always a good thing. Anyways, I got one layer up, and I'm just going to go for the Rapid Spin to get the rocks away, because Thunderous T will not appreciate those. Anyways, he's going to go for an Agility. That's not too bad because a Celebi can counter this thing. And I thought maybe a Scald would get a burn. But that's... no, it doesn't work. Then he goes for the Zen Headbutt. And I'm like, why does Metagross carry Zen Headbutt? That's really sad. So at least the light screen wears off, and he doesn't have a way to set it up again. I am going to go into Ferrothorn just to take a hit, hopefully set up a Thunder Wave on this thing so it's nowhere near as scary as it is now. Thankfully I get one up. The Earthquake does not a lot at all. On the Switch, I think I go for a Leech Seed, maybe? Because then I'd have to force him to go switch again. Yeah, obviously, that's the best play. Especially if he switched into Chansey, because then I definitely reach full health. Yeah, so I get some health from Heatran, which is never a bad thing, I guess. I'm going to switch, though, because obviously I can't stand against a Heatran. I'm going to go into this Thundurus T, maybe predicting an Earth Power, but probably not, just kind of to take the Lava Plume. Now, I know this is defensive, and I'm pretty sure he's going to switch anyways, but if he switches into Chansey, I can still hit it with a Focus Blast. Then, of course, it misses, because it has negative 12% accuracy. I hit the second one, which is nice, but, alright, in fairness, I do get a crit with this one. But if I hit the first one, I'll explain it in a minute. He gets off a Heal Bell right now, alright? Then I miss this Focus Blast. If I had hit that Focus Blast, this thing would have been KO'd, or the first one. Because hit this one, he's down in very little red, yellow health. In very low red health. I would have been able to take this thing out, and this thing is just going to be able to wall me the rest of the match. That was really, really bad hacks. Missing those two Focus Blasts. Granted, I got a crit, but all I had to do was not miss one of them. And, oh well. Anyways, I send in Pharaoh, and he predicts an attack and goes for a counter, but I just go for the Leech Seed, predicting that. I can get a lot of health back, but I'm already at full, but, you know, it's still going to take some decent HP away from that thing. I thought maybe he'd switch here, too, but I go for the Thunder Wave anyways. I know he's going to get Natural Cure on switch. That's unfortunate, but oh well. What can you do? He's going to switch now, though, which is good for him. Going to go into Lucario, which is really, really, really annoying because this thing can be really powerful, and it has +2 priority extreme speed along with close combats and other fighting type moves. Anyways, he's going to go for +3, excuse me, on Swords Dance, as I go for Power Whip, and it misses! Really, Ferrothorn? Really? One time I needed you to hit a Power Whip. I know it wouldn't have KO'd, and I had no safe switches, but really, you couldn't have at least got, like, that probably would have done 40 to 30%, if I could guess, maybe, on a good day. So I'm going to have to go into Celebi and go for a Giga Drain, praying for either a crit or a pair of hacks. In this case, I get both, so that's kind of funny. But I'm just... Actually, he gets a second pair of hacks going for the extreme speed, so, wow, that's my luck. One lucky thing that happened this match. Now, he's going to go into Metagross. That's really bad because neither of my moves are super effective against it. I predicted him to go for the Agility, so I just go for the Thunder Wave to cancel that out. That is pretty awesome for me because this thing is crippled. I am going to go for the Giga Drain now, seeing how much damage that will do. Not a lot, so that's really unfortunate. But now I realize that his Meteor Mash is doing about 55%-ish after leftovers. So I can try to stall him out or hope that he gets a pair of hacks one turn and just keep going for the Giga Drain to wear him down. Hopefully, I just pray that he does not get an attack boost. That's really all I don't need. See, I'm wearing him down with his own Life Orb, and I can obviously use Giga Drain the turn he gets pair hacks. So I'm getting close to full health here, and of course he's going to keep hitting Meteor Mashes, never missing or get pair hacks. That's pretty sad. Now he's going to decide to switch, because he doesn't want to lose his Metagross this early, and he does have the Heal Bell, in fairness. He is going to go into Chansey, get poisoned, as I go for the Recover, which is fine. Not much else I can really do. I mean, I was just going to go back to full health, basically. Now, I'm very close to full health. I think I go for a U-turn. Yeah, just to switch out and get 2 damage on this thing. 2 damage is better than none, I guess. So I'm going to go into Thundurus T. Hopefully hit some Focus Blasts, right? Maybe? Well, we'll see about that. He's going to go for a Heal Bell to clear Poison and the Paralysis. I'm going to go for Thunderbolt, actually predicting a switch. And I thought, because I was really low on Focus Blast power points, I think I had 2 left, I thought maybe Thunderbolt would have been able to KO after, or 2 Thunderbolts rather, instead of, you know, the Wish going in effect. And that was really sad. So now I'm getting minimum damage with Thunderbolt. That is just really unfortunate. I'm just hoping for the para-hacks, honestly. Getting paralyzed on this thing, and then a turn it can't move. That would just be amazing. But nope, never happens. I just keep going for that Thunderbolt like a stalling champion. Because, as I said, Focus Blast, I have 3 power points left, and I'd like to save them for the end of the game. Yeah, and then he just goes for a heal bell to waste a turn, because he knows I can't do anything to him. It's really, really unfortunate. This is a fun stall war. Finally, though, he's going to decide to switch out, and he's going to go into Heatran, and I'm like, alright, this is okay. I think it should do decent damage, right? Maybe? Perhaps? Nope. Does probably 20%, if I'm lucky. On a good day. Anyways, alright, that time it did a lot more. It did probably like 35%. Now, he's going to roar me out into Celebi here, which is okay, I guess. I mean, I know it is Lava Plume, but since that's defensive, I know I can take those well. I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave, just to cripple this thing in any way possible. And the Lava Plume doesn't do all that much. I mean, about half, maybe. That's fine. It does as much as the Meteor Mash was. And I can recover back up, so it's not a huge issue. I am going to recover now, hoping, maybe he'd get a Parahax or something. Yeah, that doesn't work. But he goes for a Roar, so that kind of works too. That's not a huge issue. Except for the Stealth Rocks. That's really sad. Now I have to stay in because I can't switch out with the Stealth Rocks. Of course, Focus Blast miss because of its negative 27% accuracy. Then it hits the second time, which was really strange because I was expecting it to never hit, ever. And then I get a special defense drop with Heatran. That's kind of funny, but not much else other than that because he KOs with a gosh darn Lava Plume. So, the game is pretty much over. It's just really, really stally between a Celebi and a Heatran. Both of my moves are X4 weak, or 0.25 times effective against Heatran, so there's really no point in actually narrating this. I'm just going to kind of talk about the match. It was a very good match. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was a lot of hacks. I mean, I had a little bit my way, but the more important hacks went your way. It was really unfortunate, but not a huge deal. It was still a fun game. I had this match on my live stream, which was on my Twitch. There will be a link in the description for that. I will probably be streaming next Tuesday, I'm thinking. So yeah, that's the end of the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Rate, comment, subscribe. Also, feel free to check out DarkraiRocks' channel. I mean, he has some videos. That's pretty much all I have to say. And peace out.